from Washington with more. Hi, Samantha-Jo.
Well, hey, Roma, we've been here before, haven't we? Congress needs to pass a spending bill before the deadline, and that is tomorrow night. Now, we did see some progress in the House of Representatives yesterday. They passed a short-term funding bill that keep the government's coffers filled until March 23rd, along with a year boost to military spending levels and 2 years of funding for community health centers. Now it's the Senate's turn, and what they pass is likely not to look anything like the House's proposal. They want to attach the following items to a stopgap spending measure that keeps the government open until March 23rd. A deal to increase the debt limit until after the November elections, a bipartisan agreement to boost spending levels by $100 billion, disaster relief, and an extension of various tax provisions. Now, the Senate appears to be very close to reaching a 2-year budget agreement. It would allow them to set the spending levels for 2 years, and that's a very long time in terms of the length of time that we've been going between spending bills lately. As of yesterday, they were very close, and they could be coming at some point today with an agreement. So how did we get to this point? The fight over immigration tied up negotiations, forcing lawmakers to pass a series of short-term spending measures. Now, I just spoke with Senator Bill Nelson of Florida about DACA negotiations. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I am very hopeful and have been part of the bipartisan group of 20 that have been trying to work this out. I'm very hopeful that we are going to get a solution for the DACA kids, that over a 12-year period that they would become U.S. citizens. And in exchange for that, that the president would get his wall.
Now, the president said yesterday that if Democrats don't go along with his immigration framework, that he'd be open to a government shutdown. His comments go completely at odds with what is happening here on Capitol Hill. It appears that this funding bill is not attached to an immigration proposal at this point. Sending it back to you, Roma.
All right, so there's a lot of confusion when we talk about the spending bill, the House version versus the Senate version. Can you just walk us through the process now, Samantha-Jo?
Right, yeah, Roma, as you said, a very confusing process here. So whatever is coming out of the Senate, the identical version of that bill is going to need to pass in the House. Now, members of the House were supposed to be on recess today. They were going to head to their annual yearly retreat in Maryland, and they put that on hold and said, hey, we're going to stay here. So they are on standby right now, waiting to see what the Senate passes. And, you know, as we have been seeing, a lot of Democrats have not wanted to vote for a spending bill because there aren't any solutions for those DACA recipients. And Nancy Pelosi recently said that she believes a number of Democrats in their caucus will be opposed to this spending bill. So we'll see what comes out of the Senate and if it can pass in the House. Sending it back to you.
All right, here we go again.